Britain per capita is experiencing the problem similar to the problem we had under the Biden administration. Massive influxes of illegal immigrants, inordinately from the Islamic Middle East. They've had a series of controversies and scandals in which Pakistani illegal immigrants have been grooming young British girls in the sex trades. And this was apparently known to authorities, but they felt that it was politically incorrect in the age of DEI and woke to seriously pursue any legal ramifications. And this translates into some very Orwellian and absurd incidents. But it comes in a larger canvas, and that is Europe, including Britain, are in crisis. Hello, this is Victor Davis Hanson for the Daily Signal. Britain per capita is experiencing the problem that we had, similar to the problem we had under the Biden administration. Massive influxes of illegal immigrants without audit or background check, whereas in our case, they came from south of the border. In Britain's case, they're inordinately from the Islamic Middle East. And they've had a series of controversies and incidents and scandals in which Pakistani illegal immigrants have been grooming young British girls in the sex trades. And this was apparently known to authorities, but they felt that it was politically incorrect in the age of DEI and woke to seriously pursue any legal ramifications until the public was outraged. And this is in addition to the beginning of massive demonstrations on the part of the British, Scottish, Irish, Welsh public to perceived indifference from the United Kingdom Labour Party to the plight of their own citizens. In other words, they're censoring thought, dissent, of British citizens, but not in the same manner they are of illegal aliens. And this translates into some very Orwellian and absurd incidents. For example, people either showing the Union Jack or the flag of St. George are harassed by authorities as if this is somehow white chauvinism or insensitive to immigrants' sensitivities, but it's okay for immigrants then to appear equally chauvinistic, waving a Palestinian flag or mobbing in support of Hamas or practicing their religion in a ostentatious fashion. But it comes in a larger canvas, and that is Europe, including Britain, are in crisis. Their fertility rate is about 1.4. Their borders are open. They've had millions of people come from the Middle East unlawfully without audit. That unassimilated, non-integrated population probably makes up 15 to 16% of the German population, maybe 8 to 10% of the French population, and 4 to 8% now of the British population. So they're not able to handle their borders. Their fertility rate is falling. They don't have the capital or money to defend themselves. They just barely squeak by making the 2% NATO contributions. There's no way in the world they'll fulfill their 5% obligations unless they radically transform their economies. And more importantly, they have a suicidal energy policy of green, solar, and wind power at the expense of plentiful and available natural gas, coal, oil, nuclear, hydroelectric. And so the result is Europe is in an economic, social, demographic crisis. And one of the manifestations of this is these governments don't know how to handle criticism. These left-wing governments that gave Europe this problem, they're under intense pressure from traditionalists to change their policies. They won't, and it manifests itself in a variety of crazy ways. It's a strange world. Thank you very much. This is Victor Davis Hanson for the Daily Signal. Thank you for tuning in to the Daily Signal. Please like, share, and subscribe to be notified for more content like this. You can also check out my own website at victorhanson.com and subscribe for exclusive features in addition.